Good evening. We begin with breaking news tonight from Hobart in Brown County. There's a large police presence on the 1600 block of Riverdale Drive. We have two crews working this story. We want to get right to the scene where Action 2 News reporter Claire Cayley is gathering the latest information. She joins us now live with what we know right now. Claire.
Well, Cammie, we are right on the corner of Riverdale Drive and Hillcrest Drive, where you can see there's still a very large police presence. However, in the past 5 or 10 minutes, we have seen multiple law enforcement vehicles leaving the scene, from Green Bay Police Department and some other departments leaving the scene, and some others coming in. Now, we did get some closer up shots of the scene a few minutes ago. Take a look at what you can see. All we know right now is that a large police presence is outside a home on this block. Riverdale Drive is blocked off at this point, right at Hillcrest Drive. Police say they will be giving us more information about what's going on, about the situation, in a few minutes. We have another crew waiting on scene at the media briefing area. We'll bring you any details as soon as they become available. Cammie?
Action 2 News this morning starts now.
We got to the scene and discovered that it was a very serious scene. We're investigating what looks to be a homicide.
Overnight, the Hobart Lawrence Police Chief confirming that his officers are investigating a homicide. 2 people are dead. And we begin with this breaking news that we have been following all night. Good morning. I'm Tammy Elliott.
And I'm Kevin Rumpus. Steve's forecast coming up in just a minute. First, want to get you the latest on this breaking story we're following right now. Hobart Lawrence Police investigating what they call a homicide. 2 people dead, 2 others hurt. Police responded to what they said was a weapons call on Riverdale Drive at Hillcrest Drive in Hobart about 8 o'clock last night.
And Kristen Allen joins us live there in Hobart to tell us the latest.
Riverdale Drive is still closed this morning as police continue their investigation. You can see the roadblocks set up here behind me. There's been multiple agencies here overnight and throughout this morning helping out the Hobart Lawrence Police Department, including investigators from the State Department of Justice. The police chief says at least 2 people are in the hospital, but it is unclear what condition they are in right now. Investigators would not say if they have a suspect in custody, but they do say that they aren't looking for anyone and that they don't think the public is in any danger. They also would not comment on the type of weapon that was used, and it hasn't been recovered yet, though police say they think they know where it is. Officials are still investigating how and if the victims and suspect are related to each other. At this point, it's unclear if the suspect lived inside of the house, but police say that the call about a weapon did come from the home. We'll be following this story throughout the day and bringing the latest developments as they become available. Reporting live in Hobart, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News.
All right, Kristen, thanks, and we'll have more news in just a moment.
Coverage you can count on. Action 2 News at noon starts now.
Good afternoon. I'm Kevin Rumpus. Thanks for joining us today. We're following new developments this afternoon. Police still on the scene of a double homicide investigation in Hobart. We know at least 2 people are dead and that 2 others are hurt. Just before 8 o'clock last night, officers called to a home near the intersection of Riverdale and Hillcrest Drives in Hobart for a weapons complaint. Police tell us that road, that's intersection area there, is going to be closed for at least 6 to 8 more hours today during this investigation. Let's go to Ellery McCardle. She joins us there live from the scene to tell us the latest.
Well, Kevin, we're working to get more information, but police just aren't saying much. Our crew was on scene here last night. It was busy then, and it is still very busy now. You can see these barricades up behind me blocking drivers from going down Riverdale Drive. And then further down the street, you've got police officers walking around. Well, let's get you a closer view with this video we took not long ago. Again, Hobart Lawrence police say 2 people are dead. At least 2 others are injured, although we don't know how badly they're injured. And we don't know the relationships between them. We're working to find out what type of weapon was used and if anyone is in custody. As of last night, Chief Randy Bonney said he didn't believe the public was in danger. Now, Hobart Lawrence Police told me a couple of hours ago they don't plan to have any more press conferences today, but they are working on a press release. And as soon as we get that information, of course, we will let you know what that is. We're live in Hobart. Ellery McCardle, Action 2 News.
New at 4, we're learning new information about a double homicide in the village of Hobart. New details about the victims and suspect, and why authorities say the investigation will take some time.
Plus, we're also learning new details about a shooting involving an Appleton police officer last month. What officials discovered in their investigation into that shooting and the new video they released of the incident.
From WBAY TV, Coverage you can count on. Action 2 News at 4 starts now.
We continue to follow developing news out of Hobart, where a man is in custody in connection to a double homicide. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Hobart Lawrence police say a 26-year-old Ashwaubenon man stabbed and killed 2 women, then stabbed a third person who is badly injured. It happened in the 1300 block of Riverdale Drive last night, just after 8 o'clock. Police have been on the scene ever since.
Ellery McCardle joins us live with why officers say this investigation will take some time. Ellery?
Well, and there's further proof that this investigation continues. You can see behind me, Riverdale Drive is still closed right now, and it's expected to be closed for much of the evening. Now, I want to show you some video that you'll only see on Action 2 News of investigators on scene today searching behind the house where this happened. Police say last night when they were called to the home, they found a 63-year-old woman dead outside. Inside, they found the suspect's ex-girlfriend, a 25-year-old, also dead. Also inside, a survivor who was stabbed in the chest and arms. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. The suspect was later found nearby in the woods. He was taken to the hospital and is now in the Brown County Jail. Now, the names of the people involved here have not been released to us yet. Earlier today, I talked to some neighbors who say they are scared and shocked by what happened because things like this don't happen around here. This is a safe and generally quiet neighborhood, and we're going to have that part of the story tonight at 5. We're live in Hobart. Ellery McCardle, Action 2 News.
Police say an Ashwaubenon man is in custody for a double homicide in Hobart.
And as you can see here on our smart screen, police responded last night to the 1300 block of Riverdale Drive. Officers found 2 women stabbed to death and a man with stab wounds.
Our Ellery McCardle is following the latest developments in this case, and she is live at the scene right now. Ellery.
Well, Jeff and Cammie, police have been working this case for almost a full day. And as you can see behind me, they're still on scene. Neighbors I talked to say they're shocked and surprised at what happened because they say crime just doesn't happen around here. This afternoon, we saw plenty of officers looking in the backyard of the home. Last night, police say they found a 63-year-old woman outside and the suspect's 25-year-old ex-girlfriend inside, both stabbed to death. A third person was found stabbed inside the home. He's expected to survive. Police found the 26-year-old suspect in the nearby woods. One neighbor tells me they saw police with their guns drawn and watched as police drag the suspect onto their lawn. He's now in the Brown County Jail. Now, neighbors I talked to didn't want to go on camera for safety reasons, but they tell me that, again, they're surprised that this happened. They didn't know the people who lived in that home very well, but either way, they say it's just a sad ordeal. We're live in Hobart. Ellery McCardle, Action 2 News.